Well, hello all. I hope you had a good New Year and a great Christmas. I'm just making a video here on installing Feren OS from scratch. So this is running live from the disk, so I'm going to install now. And then following the install of Feren, we're going to have a look at the new themes that he's got going there on Feren OS. He's combined the whole lot of the themes in the one theme application. Well, I'm going to take a look at that and see how it ticks. So we'll just wait for this to install. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've got quite a few partitions on this disk here, so I'm going to do something else and continue. My target partition is SDA5, which is this one here, which has got Ubuntu Bionic Beaver on it, which was the Lubuntu Next I was trying, but I was having issues with that. So I've already got a Feren on here, which is here, but that's all up to date. So I wanted to start from scratch. So I'm going to install Feren onto here, double click that. Yes, we use partition ext4. Format the partition, and it will be mount point as root. Okay, continue. Now my device for bootloader, well, actually I've got Antigos running here. This Antigos down on SDA7, that is controlling my grub, so I'm going to continue that to control my grub, because that does not work the other way around. It's either Antigos or nothing really at the end of the day. So what I'm going to do here is choose SDA5, which is the same target partition that I'm installing to, and then I'll update the grub in Antigos and it will show up. So let's install now. Seems to take a lot longer to go through when you've got quite a few partitions within the disk. I've noticed that if you've just got one partition, it seems to be a lot quicker on the install. These sections here seem to take a lot longer than normal. Fill in the blanks. Call it Feren 2018. And I'll be back when that completes. So install is complete. I'm going to restart, and the first thing I'll probably do is install OBS before I do any updates or anything. That's the way I want to do this one. So I'll see you on the other side of the install. Right, so I've booted into my new Feren operating system. However, this is not the first time I've booted in. So I've actually booted up a couple of times. So I've missed the first welcome screen boot, which I think asks you to check for updates in here somewhere. It looks slightly different. So anyway, we'll close that. Updates are here. So we will update the system, and we'll actually, we need to update everything first, don't we, within this one. So it should probably ask me to check everything first, I believe. Okay, so it's not, it's just going to update with the packages that it's got, or with the policies in place. So we'll just leave it to do its thing. It normally asks me for the fastest mirror, but it hasn't done that in this case. So it's actually downloading pretty quick anyway, so I'm happy with that. So that update's been done. We still have updates pending, which is the kernel, so what we need to do is edit the update policy to always. And software sources or preferences, no. Okay, so I haven't changed that. It normally asks me to change the mirrors. That's okay. They're working fine at the moment, so I'll leave them the way they are. Obviously not the closest ones, but they're working probably just as quick. And once that's finished, we shall have a look at the new Feren theme. Okay, so I'm back and we've completely updated Feren OS. So now what we're going to do is getting into the theming side of things. So now you'll see that there's no more themer, there's only just themes. So let's go into that. And now we have this theming configuration tool here. So we can save the current layout, or we can load a layout and theme config. So I've got nothing to save at the moment. We can also mix and match, which is your standard theming configuration panel here in Linux Mint. So what we're interested in here is install a themer.theme or get more themes. So let's get more themes, see what happens there. I've been through this once. Haven't opened up any Vivaldi yet, so let's just see what happens here. Now, what I'm going to do here is we've got all the different themes here. So what I'm going to do is download the zip. I believe that holds all of them. And we'll save as. Documents will do, let's save to documents. So what we're going to do is install a theme, put in our password, we're going to go to the location where we downloaded it, however that is not showing up there, maybe still downloading. Let's have another look at that. No, it's in there. So actually we probably need to extract. So we open up our documents folder, extract here, that's right, because it's as a zip. So install a themer theme, let's do that. Okay, so now we have our themes there. So what we're going to do, for example, is we're going to, I like the Windows 10 theme, so let's do that and click OK. Okay, so it says don't worry if it's still going. So when I did this last time, I believe when this box here is not highlighted anymore, it's finished. So we'll just check that out and see what happens. So it says that it may look like it's not doing anything, but it's actually doing something. So we will stick around for the duration of this install, so you know what's happening once it's done. So in the past, Feren would download a Windows 10, and then you had a setting to load Windows 10 and the whole thing would change. Now I believe now what's going to happen is you'll move on to mix and match, and you can mix and match everything how you like it. So you can have your buttons, whatever theme you want, your controls within the window, whatever theme, and your panel down here, whatever theme, and then you can actually save the current theme. So you have complete control over what's going on with the theming of Feren OS, and you can, I believe, probably adjust everything within the panel to your liking. I think that would also save as well, and whatever's on the desktop. I'm not sure about desktop. Actually, I don't think it saves your theme, your wallpaper, but wallpaper in Feren is easy to add, so there's no problem there. So it's still going. I believe it's not finished yet. So this one here is selected Restart Cinnamon when applying themes recommended. So once you apply themes, it will actually, probably once it's downloaded this thing, the theme Windows 10 is installed successfully. OK. And I think even after we click OK, we have to wait a bit. I think that's how it worked last time. I'm not sure. So we'll just wait and see. There we go. So now it's the blue box is turned white. So now you are ready to go. So everything is done. So I was correct in saying that this blue box is no longer highlighted once it's finished. So just be patient and wait. Once you click OK, that it's installed, just wait for this box to turn white again and you're right to go. So what we can do now is mix and match. We should have Windows 10 stuff in here, which we do. We can go there. We've got Windows 10 icons and we've got Windows 10 here as well. So now that's all been changed. Looking good already. Okay, so I've had to record a second part of this video because there was way too much flickering in the earlier one. There was no drivers installed. So let's start again from the themes. Now I showed you earlier, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this two parts of the video here, but we went to Get More Themes. And that Get More Themes takes you to the GitHub website. So I'd like to run through this again without the flickering, would be much better. So there's the website. I've downloaded that there, which is here. Clone or download, download the zip file, it'll download to wherever you've got your downloader set, which is normally downloads folder normally, or you can download each one of these individually because you might want only one or two of them. This one downloads the whole lot, so that's the difference. So I'll close that. Once you've done that, I've actually installed some themes already. I've got Windows 10, Windows 7, and I think I installed a Mac one, I think, I'm not sure, maybe not. So I've got all the Aero there for Windows 7 and Windows 10. So what happens here is you've got this one here. Now this theme here creates the layout of what you're after. So if you're after a Ubuntu layout, then if you check that, then you'll have a Ubuntu layout. Now don't believe any of these mix and match themes are involved in that layout. Some of them do have colored panels to suit the color configuration of that particular layout itself. So if it's an actual Mac, it may have Mac colors on the panel. In this case, it's got transparent panels, which is similar to what Ubuntu has. So what this thing effectively does is, what these themers do is they give you the particular layout of that desktop environment with the panel colors included. So if we was to do a Linux Mint, to ask you for light, dark, we'll just go for the light. And that'll give you the Linux Mint layout. And then there we go. So Linux Mint menu, standard layout here, as if you've just freshly installed Linux Mint. So that's how it works. And then it's up to you to mix and match all of these things here. So to install a theme, we go to install a theme, put in our password, go to your downloads folder, just a moment, I don't know why that didn't come up. Oh, because I've got it in documents. Sorry, I saved it in documents. So actually, once let's go back there. Once you have downloaded this, right click, extract here, and it'll extract this folder. That's the thing that you need. So then we install a theme. Go to that folder, and then you can install the theme that you wish to install. I'm going to do the XP one. Okay. Now, with the theme I had in the first part of the video, this box was blue. With this theme, it's green. So what will happen is this thing will look like it's not doing anything at all, which is the little pop-up there told you. We will get another pop-up where you click OK. This will remain green. Just be patient and wait till this green disappears, and then you're right to go. As you can see with these little check boxes down here, it's got everything in use. So if a theme layout here uses a docky, which you'll probably find the Mac one does with the docky at the bottom, then the themes can change all of these here. So if you allow it to, which it makes sense to have all those on anyway if you're going to change themes around. So we click OK. I don't know what the error was about. I haven't had any errors before, so not sure. Seems though it's installed. And the box has gone out. So now we have a look here, and we do not have any XP. Okay. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Let's do another one. Maybe we try the XP in 2K. Actually, let's try the adapter first. So the adapter's installed. Just not the XP for some reason. Even though we got the same error for adapter, maybe we need to log out and log back in. So anyway, we'll move on from that. There's a slight error with the XP one, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix and match. I'll use adapter. We'll use a Breeze Dark and the adapter one down there. Okay, and we shall try a Ubuntu layout. Okay, we've got certain things up here. This user, I'm going to remove the user applet. I'm going to remove notifications. Got the trash down the bottom, that's fine. I've pinned all these, so let's pin some other things there. Don't really like that theme there, so we didn't do much with app controls. Well, actually, that should be a dark theme, shouldn't it? Let's try that one. So that's a dark theme, that's better. Okay, so add to panel. Oh, let's try that again. Let's open all applications, Office, LibreOffice Writer. So that's pin to panel. Okay. So we've changed to the adapter theme, but it's still got that theme there. So what I'm going to do is stop this here. I'm going to log out and log back in. Okay, so I've logged out and logged back in. Let's have a look. Mix and match, we have the adapter. No, I don't want that one. So none of those are actually black. We don't have a black header. Alright, so I have a couple of issues there. So what we're going to do is go with Aero Black for the purpose of the video. There might be a couple of slight issues there I'm unaware of. I'll try the adapter white. And that adapter there is fine. What about that's fine. So it may actually go with the adapter black there. Okay. So it doesn't go with the white color, so that's the problem there. Oh, yes, it does, if we choose the adapter theme. Okay, so the adapter theme, the white adapter theme will go with this adapter theme here. Okay. So now that we've done that, go back to themes. We will save the current layout theme. So we have an Ubuntu layout here, gone a little bit crazy on this one. Save the current theme, call it adapter. Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go for a Windows 10 look. Choices, too many choices. We'll go for no color at this point. Okay, mix and match. Let's go for a Windows 10. Windows 10 there. Let's go for Windows 7 buttons. No, I'm not too keen on that. Ambient Aero looks pretty good. I like that. And we'll go for a Windows 10 there. Let's just see how everything else looks. Looks pretty good. So no problem there. Windows 10 theme. So we'll save the current layout as long as our mix and match is fine. Happy with all those. Save the current layout. Win 10. Okay. So now what we can do, just go a little bit berserk on some of these things here. Let's change it to some bizarre things. Go back to themes, put it on Feren default. So what I see there is under the themes we have XP and 2K layout. Okay, so that theme must have been already installed. So now we've got standard Feren first install layout. So now what we do is we load our saved layout. So there we have, these are some themes I saved beforehand. So we'll try adapter. That should have been called adapter Ubuntu, I think. It's okay. So, and there we have our layout. I've pinned these to the panel, so that's all working fine. I removed the user applet, that's all working fine. And the themes are as we selected, so that's good. Go back to system settings, go to themes, load a save layout again. Let's try Win 10. And there's our Win 10 theme. Now these themes, the saved layout, loading the saved layout does not save your desktop background, so that still needs to be done manually, which is no biggie, easy to do, so not a problem there. So I'm going to try and install, I haven't given up on this XP thing yet, I'm not sure what's going on there. Everything else has worked fine so far. So you've got a layout.themer, and then you've got themer. So let's just try a Vista. So an error has occurred installing this theme, so we've got the same thing, but it says the theme has installed successfully. So we'll see whether it's available or not. Mix and match. Any Vista. I don't see any Vista. There's no Vista. So it's quite possible that Feren is still working on some of these themes. I know that some of the websites have let him down in the past. So let's try the Arc one. So the Arc theme has been installed successfully. Just waiting for the box to, there we go. So now we should have Arc available. Arc Dark, Arc. There's Arc. Arc Dark. Arc Solid. Arc Darker. So they all seem to be the same at this point, so that's fine. And there should be app controls for arc as well. Arc dark. Arc darker is the white and black, yep. Okay, so that's changed. That's fine. It's good. And there's probably an arc in here. A few question marks as well. So I suppose you get the gist of how this works. There's probably still a few issues with pulling themes from websites. I know that Feren in the past has had some problems with some of the scripts letting him down where he's pulling all these themes from. So that still might be the case, and he's probably working on it. So, but still, the concept is good, and when it's working well. So you'll probably find there's just probably a few there not working, but I'm sure I'm doing everything right there. I don't think I've done anything wrong. Okay, so I've done a system reboot and tried reinstalling the XP themes. And of course, when the camera's not rolling, they actually installed. So there might have been just a glitch there, but as you can see, the XP stuff is now here. And it may be the same with the other one or two that didn't work either. So there's a few XP. And we've got the Vista there as well. So I don't know if we have Vista here. No Vista. So things are working. We got Vista here. No, I probably have to redo Vista, I think. Oh, Vista, there's Vista there, which is the green, should be the green ones. Yes, they are. Okay, so they're installed. So I've done a system reboot. I didn't reinstall the Vista ones. They must have just come up and showed up after a system reboot. But I did have to reinstall the XP ones. So that's all good. It's all working. So just a slight glitch there. And you got your XP here as well. And Windows Vista as well. So all that's up and running. No problem. So if you're having any issues, just do a reboot. You should be right to go. And if they're not showing up, just try reinstalling the theme. So great job, Feren. It's looking good. Okay, so that's the Feren OS 2018 ISO fresh install and new theme configuration. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching.